Hey guys, happy Friday. Hope everybody is doing well out there today. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the AmberX device that we've talked about a little bit in the past where we did an unboxing. We added more storage to it. We backed up our Google Drive and other similar accounts using the same method. Today I want to talk about file sharing. Let's say you've taken a picture on your phone, it's uploaded to your AmberX device, and now you want to share it from your AmberX device to a friend, a relative, somebody like that. I kind of want to talk about what that process looks like and kind of how it works in the back end a little bit so that we can kind of talk about privacy and that sort of thing. So if we jump over here to my desktop, we can see here is the Indiegogo page for the AmberX device, and we can see that there are 5 days left. They actually extended that just a few days recently because they really wanted to give people just one last opportunity to grab this device while it was still on Indiegogo. So at the time of recording, today's December 11th, you've got 5 days left to pick up this device, especially if you use my link and get it for 40% off. Right now, we've managed to sell 60 units. I'm real stoked about that. Remember, you got 5 days to pick up one of these at the DB Tech special rate. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do now that we've got a clean desktop here, we're going to go over to the AmberIX application. We'll give this a second to open up. And luckily it opened in the right screen, so stoked about that. By default, it's probably going to bring you to this computer. That's just kind of its default spot, and that's fine. What I want to do is come over here to My Amber. Because I've got two Amber devices on the network, it found both of them, and that's why I get this screen. I'm going to go ahead and open up the My AmberX. And then I'm going to come over here to Photos. You could go into any of these folders if you wanted to, but I'm going to go to Photos. Okay, so here we are on some photos that are on My AmberX. Let's say I wanted to share this picture of this AmberX device. For some reason, we can either just click it like this and go to Share, or you can right-click and click Share. Either one will do the same thing. Now, you've got a couple of options. One option is you can just click Get a Link, and right here it will generate a link. You can copy that, go to your favorite messenger, and just send it to somebody. The other option is you can enter an email address right here where it says enter name or AmberCloud ID. And then you can say, how do I want to be able to share this? Do I want them to be able to read, write, or read, write, and delete? You've got some options there. So let's just go ahead and say we want to copy that. And let's say we want this to only be 30 days instead. Go ahead and copy that again, just to make sure. Now you can change this. Now let's say you share this for 30 days, but you realize, I don't need to share it anymore. We can unshare it later. So what we'll do is we'll just click send. And then what we can do is come over here to outgoing shares. And right here is the share we just generated. In fact, if you look, is December 11th of 2020, 1034. That was about a minute ago, so that looks legit. If we open that up, we can get a copy of that key right there, or that link. So I'm going to go ahead and click cancel. What I want to do next, I actually want to open up a new incognito window. Make sure I'm not logged in to anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and open that up. And right there is the link, or the image rather, that I just shared. So there are some options. We can go ahead and close. We can download. We can rotate up here. We can close this. Or we can just click the download link right there. And there we go. Now it is downloading. So let's say we know that the person that we wanted to share that image with has done what they need to do. We don't need it to be available anymore. We want to go ahead and turn off that share. So close this link. Oops. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and say exit. I don't need to download my own image. So we'll come back over to here. And what we can do is we can right click and we can click unshare and we can say confirm. So now if we go back and paste that in there, nothing available, link is expired, it's no good anymore, can't share it any longer, or nobody can access that link any longer. So that's how easy it is to share an image or a file or whatever using the AmberIX desktop application. So what I want to do next is actually show you kind of the same thing on the mobile application as well. So let's jump over to my phone real quick. Okay, so here we are on my phone. Right here, I'm going to open up the AmberIX application. We'll give this a second to do its thing. All right, so what we can do is come over here and click Shared. Click on Shares by Me at the top. We can select which device we want to share from, or we want to look at shares on, whatever. Right there are the three shares that are available currently. Now what's cool about this, if I come back over to my desktop and I come back over to my photos and I right click this and I go to share and I click Let's change that to 7 days. We're just going to get a link. We'll click send. Great. So now if we come back to my phone and I swipe down, there is the image that I just shared a few seconds ago. Again, from here, I can add people to this. I can copy this share link, whatever the case is that I want to do there. I'm going to cancel that. So what we'll do is we'll come over to here. Okay, so let's come into here. Let's take a look at some of my, let's share my Spyro 3D print here. So I'm going to go ahead, click share. I'm going to just type in an email address here. I'm going to type in my personal address, click the little plus symbol there, generate a link. I'm going to click share. It says, hey, this person isn't part of AmberCloud, but they will generate a public link and it will share it with them anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and click confirm. Great, notification was sent. So I'll go back. I'm going to go to shared by me. I'm going to update that right there. 1039 was just a moment ago. And there we can see that everything there is good. Now if we come back over to my desktop app, go to outgoing shares. We can come over here and click refresh. Oh, right there is the one that we just shared. It's our little Spyro. We can see who it was shared with, when it was shared, that sort of thing. Again, I can right click and click unshare if I want to do that as well. Because I know some people will ask about how this stuff is shared kind of in the background, I reached out to I reached out to the Latticework team specifically about the AmberX and file sharing, that sort of thing. And they sent me some kind of talking points here that I want to talk about just a little bit. So a secure link is generated by the AmberCloud service that transfers data from the sender to the recipient and vice versa. This distributed cloud service infrastructure gives users a decentralized peer-to-peer connection. As a backup option, they also offer a relay service through a secure tunnel for transfer of data. Now, with the peer-to-peer system, the data is shared directly between two devices and does not require data to route through a central server. So it's decentralized rather than everything passing through one central location. It's shared directly between two endpoints so that there's no middleman in there, but they do use an encryption between the two to make sure that nobody can intercept that data. Of course, there's always the chance, but they do everything in their power to make sure that that doesn't happen. So you may ask, what makes AmberX more secure than legacy cloud storage solution? First, there's AmberCloud. AmberCloud is their own distributed cloud service infrastructure that supports a decentralized personal service. So if a hacker does try to attack the AmberCloud, they won't know what or who to attack because it's distributed rather than everything being centrally located in one area. So as I was editing this video, I got another follow-up email from the folks over at Amber or Latticework that they wanted to make a clarifying statement here in that they don't keep a copy of your files on their server, hence the term privacy first personal cloud. They don't want your files. They want your files to stay with you. So as for the delivery method, it says they can automatically route via peer-to-peer or secure tunnel fully encrypted from AmberX based on the user's network setup. So depending on how your network is set up, they will find the best possible solution to get your files from point A to point B, and they can do that based on how your system is set up. So there you go. There's a little bit of information about sharing files on the AmberX device using the AmberIX, both desktop and mobile applications. A little bit of back-end information as far as how the files are shared from one end to the other. Of course, if you've got more questions, you can pass those on to me. If I don't know the answers to those questions, I will definitely reach out and get a solid answer from the Latticework team. They've been amazing to work with, very transparent with me, and I do definitely appreciate that. Like I mentioned before, you've only got about 5 days left to pick one of these up at the discounted rate while it's still on Indiegogo. I will have a link. It'll basically be an affiliate link that will be in the description where you can jump over and get the DB Tech special and get about 40% off the purchase price. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here. As always, thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.